Well, back at the Mustang. I know last time I worked on this thing, we said we got it running. And we did that by pouring gas in the carburetor and turning it over on the battery. And it fired, but we couldn't rev it or anything. The carburetor was rusted up pretty solid. So we couldn't get it to actually run. We got it so it would fire. So I thought maybe it'd be a good idea to get it to run. So I took off the carburetor and rebuilt it. I think I didn't rebuild it actually, but what I did do is I took it all apart, and the part that was rusted up, I took that out, that and the throttle plate, and I sandblasted them. And the accelerator pump, I think I've got to take this thing off because it doesn't come out through the top. And I don't think I'll mess with that for now. If we ever find a use for the motor, I'll probably buy a rebuild kit and fix this thing permanently. But in the meantime, I've got to put it all back together again and give it a try. Okay, so I got it all back together again. This spring here gave me a hard time, but I finally got that into place. It wasn't easy. And so now, yes, it was working a minute ago. Oh yes, there it is. This filter here might be a little bit plugged. I can blow through it, but it doesn't seem like it's working right. The only problem I have is got this leftover part here that I don't know what it's supposed to be. I didn't take it off. I just found it laying here when I got done putting everything together. What it is a bunch of magnets. You can see here, and I think maybe that it's supposed to be in the bottom of the float hole to catch any metal particles that come through. So I'm going to take it apart and put that inside, and then I'll put it on the car. So anyway, I've got the carburetor back on, and now it needs some gas. There's no gas tank, so I know there's no gas in this thing. My plan is to hook up this leaky fuel pump that I took off the other car. Right here is where it was leaking, so I'm going to try putting some duct tape over that just for the temporary thing. Where's the... oh no, Richard cut the ground wire a little on the short side, but I'll work on that and get that working and hook up some electricity and a battery. But right now I gotta go buy some gas in a can and put a battery in it, and you know, get it to run, sound good, and then I can turn this car around. Okay, so I got the fuel pump. I got some leads welded on, soldered on, and I even soldered some alligator clips. And there's the ground wire. And if I hook this to positive, it'll work, but it squirts a lot of gas out. So I've got to get a clamp to put on that end, and then I can give it a try. Let's see, I've got another wire here. This goes to the coil. So when I want to fire it up, I hook this on here, and I hook this on there, and I touch this to the positive cable, and it turns. So I gotta have all those things working at the same time. So that means I gotta start by clamping that on there with a hose clamp. I don't think this one will do it. I don't know if I've got one big enough. I may have to go to the parts store. Well, that sucks. Well, I put on a heater hose clamp. Let's see how that works. It doesn't work, and that's as tight as I can get it. Well, it looks like it should be tighter. Let me give it a try. this won't turn anymore. It's still pretty loose, so I guess I'm gonna have to go to the parts store and buy the right size clamp. Okay, I got a different hose clamp, and now for the test. Hey, it's not leaking, so it must be filling the carburetor. So let's see if we got any gas. Doesn't seem like it. I'll pump some more gas into it, and we'll see what happens if it ever shuts off. No, it's trying to slow down. The accelerator pump is working, so that means I'll have to put a prime it. No, might as well shut this off while I go find the gas. Okay, I'm probably going to need two hands to do this, so I'll put the camera over there and pump some gas in the carburetor. Let me hook up the pump first. I don't want to burn up any points. Oops. Gets over the camera. All right. Well, I stalled it out. Don't know whether to restart it or disconnect it. I think I'll try to restart it. Okay. So we know reverse is working. I got to figure out how to turn that thing around with no brakes. Well, it backs up fine, but the shifter jams, so I can't get it into drive, so I can't go forward. But if I can get it ahead a little bit, I can back it in. So I'm gonna have to go find something to push it with. I don't think I can fit behind it with the Subaru. So maybe